Hello there, welcome to another live stream, taking a look at the 1986 Sears Christmas Wishbook catalog. And there's the cover right there, a couple of tykes napping. I've got a couple of key pages written down here so we don't have to go through the entire thing here. 660 pages. This is a gigantic catalog. Let me just say hi to a couple people first in the chat. Hello there, MCDJ, ACDC, channel panel member. Rocking those custom emojis. Hey, that's me. Sean, how you doing? Miss pulling up those Christmas Sears catalogs as a kid, seeing what new Joes are out that year. Exclusives. Check these out, Bret Hart sunglasses. The wraparounds. And who else do we have in here? Greg popped in, says hello, Michael and all. I don't know if I'll be able to tune in live, so I just wanted to jump in and say hi. Enjoy the stream and have a great day. Thank you very much, Greg. Hope you have a great day too. Gaz is here. How you doing? And Bigum. Miss those days. Hello, Robert. Texas. Love Texas. Hope to visit one day. Page 26. I'm almost out there. m.a.s.k. Man, look at this. This has a great toy section. I'll get to it in just a few minutes, but I just wanted to hit a couple of things leading up to it because that's kind of part of the experience of leafing through these original toy catalogs. I never just jumped to the toy section. I kind of just moseyed through, taking a look at everything. This pool table is $8,000, and I'm assuming this is an American catalog. I don't think it's the Canadian version of it. $8,000 for a really fancy pool table, fancier than I've seen at actual pool halls. Hey, Micah, good to see you. Channel Nem, hello there. Evening. This would have been the US version of what we called Argos. Yeah, in the last one I did the consumers catalog, leaf through, someone mentioned Argos in the UK, and I don't think that was the complete consumers catalog. I think it was missing quite a bit of stuff, but it worked for a live stream. Kept us busy for about an hour. Thanks for everyone tuning in. We are 3 p.m. Eastern, which is noon west on the West Coast. So if you're in Los Angeles or up in Oregon, that whole, British Columbia, thanks for joining on your lunch. Love the retail catalog. So much nostalgia. Just finished watching the video from last week this morning. Awesome. Gamer Bud, how you doing? Hello, everyone. This is a very chill stream with the music and everything. Loving it. Okay, yeah, a little bit of Christmas theme here. I finally figured out, I don't know if they just added it or if I just missed it, but I figured out how to add my own music. So we don't have to listen to the same few tracks that StreamYard has. What else we got in this catalog? Look at these cool dudes here. So there's going to be a lot of clothes, and I'm going to jump to where am I, 94. This is a little bit of a plug for a video I have coming up on the weekend. I love gold. And I'll say no more. Patreon tribe knows what's going on. Sneak peek pics have been posted. Channel members also got some sneak peek pics. And the advanced screening is already up there on Patreon. But if you love gold too, if you love the smell of it, the taste of it, the texture, then you'll probably enjoy this weekend's video. Some nice watches. Tons of watches. Jeepers. Speaking of watches, check this out. Centurion's watches. We've got Max Ray, Ace McLeod, and Jake Rockwell. And right underneath them, let's see if I can get the mouse there. I had one of these guys. This is a Takara watch. It's not an official Transformer. Where is he? Number 5. Gray robot digital watch has 5 function display, hour, second, month, day, blah, blah, blah. $3.99. It goes for a lot more than $3.99 these days. That's pretty cool. All sorts of other different cute watches. And get back to the comments here. Wondering if we'll see any Tomy Get Along Gang possibly finished being in catalogs in the US by 86. 86 is one of my favorite years of toys. Might be the pinnacle. That's why I picked 86. It's the big show in terms of just all toy lines. So we'll get to some of the other ones as we go along. Caldeo Studios, gold-plated watches to clobber someone's face in. And Dale, do you know I'm Dutch? I know exactly what you're talking about. The McFarlane figures. Is that enough? Draws, how you doing? Show me the Pop Swatch. And also wanted to mention, before I get too far into this, so this is a Christmas catalog, and Christmas is a few months away. But if you want to beat the Christmas rush, I do just want to give a plug to Toys for Tots, Marine Toys for Tots in the States. You can make a donation here. You can either donate a toy or make a monetary donation. We got the same thing in Canada, or a similar thing. Toys for Tots Canada. Armed Forces, collecting, man, doesn't that just pull at your heartstrings? Collecting toys for kids who can't afford toys. So check out those two amazing organizations. They're real heroes, and they can use some real reinforcements. All right, continue flipping. Some more gimmick watches. That's a Gumby watch right there. Let's see. Had the robot watch. So many people had the robot watch. There was another one. There was a jet too. Right. There was a robot and a jet. And apparently one that turned into a scorpion. Spent so much time poring over the toy pages back in the day. Yeah, it was our internet. It was our toy news sites. Always loved looking through these catalogs and making a wish list. Absolutely. And finding out what was coming out. I remember seeing the first time I ever saw 85 Snake Eyes was in one of these catalogs. I believe it was the Consumer's catalog. And it made no sense to me because the label said Snake Eyes, and that couldn't be because Snake Eyes didn't look like that, and he didn't come with a wolf. So I was very happy to stand corrected. Swatch. Wonder if we might stumble on Thomas stuff since season 1 of Thomas and Friends started around. Oh, cool. Okay. One of my favorite watches was the Burger King Jurassic Park watch. You could get back in the day. I believe that was a Wednesday. Synchronized swatches. I love that show. Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Hey Zazel, how you doing? From down under. Where are we here? It's a good thing I took note of some of the more interesting pages. I don't think there's anything really noteworthy other than clothes. This is a Christmas catalog, so I did want to show off a couple Christmas things. There we go. Christmas treats. Christmas cookies. Lawn stuff. You can buy trees at Sears. Fake trees. And fake trees have come a long way. We've had ours for over a decade and it's still fantastic. And it just feels really nice that we haven't had to chop a living tree down every single year for Christmas to use just for a week. Lamps. Garfield watch. Clock. Lots of nice clocks. Oh man, that's cool. A veggie resealer bag thing. I didn't realize those had been around that long. Lovin's. Okay, we don't want to see appliances. We want to see toys. So let's jump ahead and looking for page 440. Did want to show off. We got some dolls here. Barbie fans are watching. There's Gem. Gem and the holograms. I know we've got a couple of Gem girls. Gem boys too. Watching. Saw lawnmowers indoors under the Christmas tree. Robot watch, but really wanted the Pac-Man one. Oops. Electric football. Remember those lamps? Had a Snoopy one. And She-Ra. We're getting there. I just saw this Roadster at the Woodstock Antique Mall. Little virtual walkthrough toy hunt that I did a couple of months ago. And it's humongous. It was quite low priced, quite affordably priced, and it's an actual radio. It plays radio. This is a Rio doll. I wish it was a Hector Ramirez so that we could have gotten our first ever Hector Ramirez figure, but alas, even though he's appeared in several Sunbow animated series, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Humanoids Gem, we've never had a Hector Ramirez figure. Super 7, what are you waiting for? You've got the license for G.I. Joe animated series reaction figures. Give us a Hector Ramirez. It was tempting. When I actually saw it up close and in person, I'm not a gem collector. I mean, other than I've got a little reaction thing, just to have some small piece of gem in the collection room. Because she's the Sunbow sister. But I was very tempted by that Roadster, and I thought, I can't justify it. It's humongous. Robotech dolls are quite different. My sister still has that Roadster. Yeah, Robotech dolls. Never seen them before. That's pretty wild. Did not realize they even existed. I don't know how many. I mean, back in the day, dolls were for girls and action figures were for boys. That's just how it was. I don't know what girls were buying Robotech dolls. Maybe boys were buying them, but they don't really look like G.I. Joe, like action, figures like the 12-inch Joes were. World doll. Wonder Whims. Anyone remember Wonder Whims? Yeah, who are these two folks up here? Let's see if I can get the... Anyone recognize that? It kind of looks like Burton Cummings, but I don't think he was... he was just doing his own solo stuff. Yeah, Robotech dolls. Super 7 needs to do the pork chop sandwiches. They need to do the Pork Chop Express. Speaking of pork chop, they did. Oh no, they didn't do Jack Burton. That was one of the previous reaction figures before they bought Reaction. I want a Jack Burton reaction figure with the Pork Chop Express. Doll cars were never classic style cars like that before. Yeah, the Barbie stuff was just kind of super deformed looking and big and cheap, but that Roadster it's really nice looking. I was given an NKOTB doll for Christmas. Is that Punky Brewster down there? Kind of, yeah, it is. Punky Brewster and her dog Brandon. Cabbage Patch Kids. I think there were tons of them by '86. I think the craze was a few years before that. Actual fist fights in the stores over Cabbage Patch Kids. So people have been doing it for 30 some years. It's not just a modern thing. People have been getting way too angry and violent about toys for a very long time. Teddy Ruxpin, we saw him last time, and is this his buddy? The Caterpillar dude? I don't remember him. He's number 3, and it's kind of hard to read this print. It's not very sharp anymore. Don't know who that is. Some kind of companion of Teddy Ruxpin and a bunch of different Teddy Ruxpin outfits. Yep, certainly did. Never knew there were Robotech dolls for girls until I saw a set of them at a toy shop a few months ago. Now I kind of wish I had picked them up. I think that is a magician, Doug Hennig. Oh, cool. Maybe he's related to, probably not Kurt Hennig, different spelling, Mr. Perfect. Broke the mold later on. I think 86 is when got Six Shot. That's when Six Shot was released in 87. I know that for sure because I'm working on the history of Transformers in 1987. And I was just working on his part. Heck yeah, I need a Jack Burton Pork Chop Express. Hey, he just wants his truck back. And if they ever do another Big Trouble in Little China with Kurt Russell, that better be the plot. He just wants his truck back. Don't overcomplicate it. He just wants his truck back. I think the Jack Burton was in the McFarlane movie toys. You know what Jack Burton says at a time like this? I know what old Jack Burton says at a time like this. What the hell? Well, they now have a reason to fight over it because scalpers will steal it first. Yeah, go to Big Bad Toy Store. Don't support scalpers. Big Bad Toy Store has much lower prices. My Buddy Dolls. Okay, I got to keep moving here. I don't want to get stuck on one page. Although, I want to go back here for a second because this was a really cool discovery. Might be the discovery of this flip through. Yeah, these Robotech dolls. I know there are a lot of Macross and Robotech fans out there. So there you go. If you never knew, now you know. Knowing is half the battle. And spending is the other half, I guess, in this case. That's a cool looking Big Bird right there. You don't see too much Big Bird merch. Smarty Bear. These are Hound Puppies. They got reissued a while back. Popples. Remember that stuff? Kind of a Transformer thing. Oh yeah, these I want to show this off. The backpacks, I had the Garfield one and it was amazing. I've never forgotten that backpack. And I used it to its demise. It was ragged and faded and it was absolutely awesome. Awesome backpack. Great texture on the outside and on the inside. It was actually really excellently made. I don't know if I'd ever pick another one up for nostalgia. I don't really need it, but it was top-notch quality. Grubby was Teddy's first name. Oh, friend's name, Grubby. Cool. That was the year, when they came out in 83. We're all over the Cabbage Patch Dolls. Yeah, it was pretty ugly sight. Just watched Big Trouble last night. Good thinking. I just watched Top Gun last night. Pretty good, but Top Gun Maverick is the best movie in some years. I'll say that. It is incredible. The moment I finished it, I couldn't wait to watch it again. So I'm looking forward to seeing it a second time. Some more backpacks, and we haven't even really hit the toys yet. Garfield tent. Wow. What are these things? The pillow cars? Dream wheels. Never heard of those. And I skipped over it. Sorry, Fletch. That's you can do that on your own time. I had a few Wuzzles. Bumbleion was my favorite. Team Hoppopotamus all the way. Still have my buddy Garfield tent. Sounds a bit curse. Cool Castle. Oh, really? I missed that. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Awesome. Princess of Power tent. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's keep rolling here. Where's the good stuff? I'm starting to feel like I did back in '86. Where's the good stuff? A lot of stuff is cool, but you know it as soon as you flip the page. Oh, air hockey. Some games. Is that Rock'em Sock'em Robots on the right there? Megatron and Optimus Prime Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Sure, I may have a few wuzzles in my parents' loft amongst the stuff I need to go through. Had a Bumbleian wuzzle, wish I still had it. Looks like the mouse from Fievel Goes West. Yeah, what else? Electronic Battleship. That ship has sailed. I tried to find one a couple of years ago on Kijiji, the internet local buy and sell. Made a real push to find a electronic battleship, and I just, that's a $25 thing right there. Maybe it's worth more than that, but to me, that's what it was worth, and I couldn't find it for the very low price I wanted it for because I don't really need one, and ship has sailed. Just bought a cheapo at Walmart again. Non-electronic. Story of my life. Would have been cool if there was a Transformers tent that was... oh man, that's a cool idea. Yeah. Had the football kicker guy. Fraggles had plushies. Cassette story books. This is kind of stuff that I find out about when I'm doing those history videos. Speak and Spell. There's old Santa. And Boys Toys are coming up very soon. Remote control stuff. Oh, that was a kit, I believe. Or is it just a Trans Am? Looks like it's just a Trans Am. Tonka trucks. I got Six Shot Christmas in '87, and I got Metroplex Christmas '86. That sounds right. Those are the years those were released. Sleeping Bag in Prime Trailer was Roller. That'd be cool. Or maybe you could have Roller pajamas and sleep in Prime's trailer tent. Still have your Speak and Spell. I guess every phone is a Speak and Spell now, right? You can recite text. My cousin got an electronic battleship in the early 90s, 93, I think. Occupied us until Christmas. An RC kit. They'd be actual metal Tonka trucks. Yeah, they're metal. They always are. Saw one of those last time I did one of these. Those slot car racetracks. That one is really complicated. Holy Lord, to quote Norm Macdonald. The loops and stuff on this one. Wild. The ones that go up the wall, that's crazy. There's Rambo in the bottom corner there. m.a.s.k and Rambo. Oh, and Thundercats also on the very bottom over here. Very groovy. Both took 4 AA batteries. It's a huge slot car racetrack. It is. A lot of slot car stuff. Hey, JLS, how you doing? These catalogs are such a fun trip down memory lane. Yeah. It's really cool to be able to go through this with you folks. Because it's fun to just leaf through it quietly on your own. But it's nice to see different people's memories of this stuff. The infamous, the notorious laser tag. Anyone have this? Man, I wanted that so bad. They went laser crazy in the mid to late 80s. Laser tag and Brave Star had some laser stuff, and Thundercats. Lionel Steam Train is there. Are them Zoids at the bottom of that page? Laser tag. Lionel steam train. Let's find that. Where was that? Did I skip past it? Yeah, that's a Lionel. Give you folks a better look at that. Oh, that hurts. That 239.99. Holy Lord. I mean, we talk about the flag being $120 or Fort Max being $100 or 120. That's astronomical for 86. What is that, made of gold? Wow. That's an adult toy right there. That's Dad's train toy. Just enjoy using those Tonka trucks. I would put the Joe on them. That laser tag gear reminds me of Spaceballs. 86 Beast Wars, Optimus, and Megatron. You know what? It does kind of look like Optimus Primal. Number 6, what is that? Bad Docs? Robostrux? Never heard of it. But yeah, I think that's exactly what that looks like. Number 5. Is that robotics? It is? Robotics, okay. Robotics. We saw this earlier, and here we go. We're in the promised land right now. Action figures. How much is the robot? Let me just go back here for a second. Which robot? There's a couple here. Oh, the big one? Number 2, is he $250? And number 3 is a little cheaper. He must be smaller. It's like $60. For $250, this robot in the top left corner here, he better bake those cookies for you, not just serve them. That's a bank breaker. By comparison, we've got the Nintendo Entertainment System, and how much does that go for? $90? That can't be right. It was hundreds of dollars here when it first came out. The core of the system, Nintendo, that can't be right. Yeah, I remember it being like several $100s here. Maybe that was just Canada. Laser tag, how many games were stopped to test the system as you should have got a confirmed shot? I never got to play laser tag, so yeah, I don't know about that. There is a laser tag style of place you can go in Kitchener, my hometown, and you walk around and you wear the gear, and it's just like laser tag, and you can't be covering your target and playing cheap like that. It looks a bit like R2-D2. Anyone have Robbie the Robot? That thing was supposed to be, the robot from Rocky 4. Robostrux, robotics. It's my Omnibot. Definitely Zoids. Still have, me too. Haven't played it in decades, but I still have the actual console. $250 and 86 is equivalent to, thank you for the conversion, $675.81. Ow. I have all the original Tonka trucks displayed in my man cave. I was offered $2,000 for them. I said no. Good job. So we got Rambo here. Just get caught up on the comments here. Oh, $800. If I recall correctly, the basic Nintendo with 2 controllers and Super Mario sold for $99 at some point later on. I remember that. I remember when it dropped in price. But when it first came out here, I think it was $87 when Canada, or my part of Canada, first got it. And it was hundreds of dollars. It was not feasible at first. And then it dropped, just like systems do now. Still have my NES with the orange gun. And hello there. So Force of Freedom, and there you go. Got some more Rambo toys. Check out this little guy with a surveillance dish for spying. And I'm not sure what number 23 is. Real Awesome Military Machine, or RAM, R-A-M-M. I don't know what that is. Never seen that before. whatever it is, it's $11. And underneath it is a case, 24. It's a case that holds 8 6-inch. They were 6-inch figures. Real awesome military machine. So there's a new army line for you. It wasn't just G.I. Joe and Rambo. Rambo and RoboCop, kids' toys for R-rated movies. Yep, different time. Well, as long as you take out the violence and the blood and the swearing, and does it matter what the origin of it was? Because kid doesn't know, right? He's watching the cartoon and playing with the toys. Unless you tell him, he doesn't know. Grubby is the Caterpillar. Gotta say, old G.I. Joe vehicles were badass. Remember getting a Night Raven for Christmas? That's a great present. Meep, meep. What vehicle? We got the flag here. That went for $125 in 1986. So they're still selling the flag 1 year after it came out. There's a Night Raven for $23. Let's see, number 13 is a Phantom, $17. Yeah, we got some cool 86 vehicles in there. Serpentor, I see the Triple T. The Terrordrome was a whopping $56.99. So you could get a Terrordrome, or you could get that robot we saw. Well, you could get, was it 4 Terrordromes, or that robot we saw? Yes, I had that jet. Didn't have the Sky Striker, didn't have any G.I. Joe or Cobra jet until I got the Conquest. And, that was such a great jet. Great pilot, too. Loved Slipstream. Terrordrome could be played with by a few big kids being round. Awesome toy. Yeah, it was a 360 toy. Is that the black SR-71 G.I. Joe? Yeah, that is the Night Raven. And, hey, Cincy Nerd. Been a long time. How you doing? Remember when I asked my mom to buy me the flag for Christmas? She just laughed at me. I think it was a good joke for a lot of parents. Oh my God, the Dreadnought Sears exclusives. Oh yeah, good point. Those go for a lot right now. Where are they? Yeah, there they are, number 12, number 11, and number 12. Sears exclusives. Color changing too, I believe. Flipping over to the next page, we've got military style toys for action-packed fun. Looks like we got some RC toys. See some Marines in their dress blues at number 8. Number 9 is some kind of jet. Add a 3 3/4-inch action figure to this 16-inch long F-15 fighter jet. So it opens up and you can put a Joe in it. It was compatible with G.I. Joes. It's kind of like Leonard, or what are they called? Sentinel-1 toys that we see today. G.I. Joe compatible toys. Guten Tag, wie geht es Ihnen? And the Rattler and the Skyhawk, my only 2 flying vehicles. I have a few original Cobra Hiss tanks. Hey Curtis, how you doing? Sergeant Triple T versus Serpentor and Air Chariot. Who wins? Sergeant Slaughter. Every time. The Triple T will bite it, for sure. But the Sarge wins. That's okay. He's got a whole garage full of them. Super powered toys were a blast. And top RC buggy is that a Tyco Hopper. Let's see here. What's the number on it? Doesn't have a number on it. Well, I guess it's number 1. Radio controlled dune buggy has 2 forward. It just says dune buggy. It doesn't actually have a brand name to it. So it must be kind of like a knockoff type of thing. That helicopter up on the top right for superpowers, that kind of looks like Switchblade from M.a.s.k. Miles Mayhem's helicopter. Defenders of the Earth action figures there, and more Robotech toys. Number 22. As always, slightly interested in getting that Veritech fighter that you could put a 3 3/4 inch figure in. $40 by 86 prices. $40 seems a bit high, especially considering what's the Raven? The Night Raven's $23. And this transforming Veritech fighter, I think it transformed. Pretty sure it did. $40. I guess because it's a transformer. So it's maybe a little more expensive. Yeah, thank you very much. Also had the Mobat. Hey Michael, looking through this catalog is pretty cool. Thanks, glad you're enjoying it. Flash Gordon is alive. Let's flip the page. Transformers. Anytime Transformers are in a toy catalog, I like to play what's wrong with this picture. There's always something wrong, mistransformed. Let's see. Looks like Hot Rod's not, his legs aren't extended. That might be the angle, but I don't think he's been pulled apart properly. Galvatron's waist hasn't been put down. His head is hidden. Magnus looks shockingly fine. They got him right. Cup is good. Sometimes the hips aren't pushed in. It's got the big childbearing hips. Everything else looks fine there. Metroplex looks fine, I believe. There's Menosaur and Defensor. They look fine. Rodimus Prime, they got the spoiler in the wrong part of the back. It's plugged into the lower hole instead of the upper hole. Not sure about Rekgar. Oh man, the Predacons. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell if there's anything wrong with them. Hot Rod. Hey Brian, how you doing? Glad you're enjoying it. Matchbox Robotech toys were awesome and managed to find a Roy Fokker. Watch your language. Recently. I hope someone reissues those. And the old Voltron stuff. The Panache Place Voltron. It'd be really nice to just see straight up authentic reissues without any meddling and mucking around like they did with real Ghostbusters reissues. Love those. Cards just like the old ones, the figures just like the old ones. I haven't opened them, but they look great on card. Modern Defenders of the Earth toys are gorgeous. No, that very... Oh, it doesn't? Okay. There is one that transforms, though, isn't there? Saw that one earlier. Okay. Maybe I'm mistaken. I could have sworn there was one that did transform, that held a figure. Centurions. Mana Machine. Power Extreme. Combiners don't show there, but the other 4-bot, just the main. Yeah. Just the leaders there. Skylynx is, what's wrong with him? The head on the Lynx isn't pulled out. The bird looks okay. Springer. I had Springer, so I know Springer very well. Oh, Springer's all wrong. Helicopter mode, the arms are supposed to be pulled out. They've got them pushed in. And car mode, well, that looks like the only thing they've messed up. They just messed the arms up. It should be the other way around. Car mode, arms are in. Centurions, 86, that was it for them. That's when they debuted and died. Oh, the Traumatizer. That was one of the later releases. Later, a couple months after the very first releases. $9 there for a Traumatizer. I think it goes for, what, like $1,000 now for a Traumatizer? Yeah, it's pretty insane. Next page, a couple more Centurions. That's Depth Charger with Max Ray. And Humanoids. In 86, really? Oh yeah. Yeah, they were an 86 toy. Thinking of Visionaries. They were an 87 toy. Don't see Herc or Derek. Herc is there. He's number 19. Derek is 18. We don't see the other two. There's no Augur or Liquidator. Oh no, they're there. Oh, okay, I see them. So yeah, Liquidator and Augur are in this bottom box, and Herc and Derek Arms. Is it Derek Bright? That's it. Up there. This what's his name? Metlar. He looks a little strange. Like he's looking up. I don't know if that's like a prototype they've given the kid to play with, or if he's broken. But I don't believe his head looks up that high. Decompose. Imagine flipping through this. He also kind of looks a little shinier than the actual Metlar final product looked. Yeah, that might be a prototype right there. And I'll tell you, number 21, that's Magnacore. Mine doesn't look like that either. I think that's a prototype. And number 20, okay, these are prototypes. Number 20 is not how the Redwoods ended up looking either. So this is a very, very interesting find for Inhumanoids fans. Number 24, that's one of the rock guys, the Mutors. And the final product didn't look like that either. These are all prototypes. The vehicles underneath, though, that's pretty true to what the final product looked like. Getting back to some comments here. When I was a kid, I had a book that had Cyclonus and an Armada toy. Oh, there they are. Thundercats, yep. This is exciting. Great year for toys. Cat's Lair was the one place that I always wanted but never had. Ditto. Did have the Thunder Tank and several figures. Ace from G.I. Joe was an Inhumanoid cartoon. Yep. Brad Armbruster was Saberjet. All those Thundercats. Inhumanoids theme song is great. I love the intro of Inhumanoids. Frank, look! It's another attack! There's no Frank in the show, but Frank gets top billing. The kids in these, did they get paid or given toys? I would think they got paid, just basically. I don't know if you can hear my husky scratching on the door there. Cartoon. Hey, Boba. How you doing? Good to see you. What else we got here? So we've got this gigantic Thundercats Slayer number 1, and that is the price on the next page? Yeah, $58, $57.99 for the Thundercats Slayer. That's insane. 50, that can't be right. $58 for the Thundercats Lair. Wow. That's not what it goes for now. Yeah, that's my dog. He's asking for a walk. Is that a bit of 86 Photoshop coming out of Cat's Lair? It could be, or it could be a practical effect like Mate Mylar does. That could be like a long straw with a little bit of cotton, I believe that might be. Kind of like what Mate uses on his G.I. Joe pictures. Even though this magazine was released the same year I was born, it's really cool seeing what was out there at the time. Still got these magazines when I was little, so it was mostly TMNT and some MOTU. And Brian says, always thought the light up eyes feature on Lino and Mumron were the coolest. Yeah, I love those. Very, very cool. We got a couple more pages of toys, and then it's a lot of home appliances, which we won't go through, but here's some original Ghostbusters toys, and these look fantastic. So Eric and I did a cartoon commentary a while back on a real Ghostbusters episode and a original Ghostbusters, Filmation Ghostbusters episode, and we talked a bit about the Filmation Ghostbusters toys that originally came out. And there's Mumra's Tomb Fortress, Masks, Boulder Hill. It's another gigantic set. And let's see here. Still have my Thundercat sword, but I have to clean the contacts so the batteries will work. Tendril was the largest Christmas gift I ever got. Aw. God bless you. Ah, there's m.a.s.k. Where's m.a.s.k? There it is. See Mumra's tomb. My parent gave me loose Mumra and passed it off. Dungeons and Dragons Fortress of Fangs playset. What year were Tiger Sharks? I would guess 87. And let's see. I believed him. My little brother and I used to fight over Christmas edition of the Macy's, JCPenney's, or Sears catalog for all the toys that were in it. Spectrum mask, Spectrum on. That is a not just cool mask toys, but a beautiful shot of all the mask toys. A nice setting right there. Very nice display. And nice pictures too of each mode. He actually went to the effort of showing you the vehicle and then the attack mode. So very cool. Masters of the Universe. There's Eternia. And looks like Eternia was $99.99. So $25 cheaper than the USS Flag. I don't know. 1986, if you're a kid, Christmas is coming up and your parents ask you, do you want the Flag or Eternia? Which one do you pick? How much was Boulder Hill back then? Let's head back and just take a look there. Boulder Hill was, I'm assuming number one, yeah, $41.99. And what else we got here? 86 Masters figures. I see Extendar there. He's one of the later ones. Oh, there's a Horde Trooper. We got some rare ones as MOTU was wrapping up. We got some Chuck Norris figures there. Chuck Norris Corvette. Yeah, that line didn't really take off. Great theme song. Surprised we hadn't seen any Rock Lords yet. Yeah, that was the year of the Rocks, wasn't it? Remember saving my allowance and extra lunch money to get a ton of old toys, along with doing extra work around the house to earn a few bucks. Miss those catalogs. Yeah, Toys R Us puts them out, and even though I'm not interested in most of the stuff in the catalog, it's just cool to have an actual paper catalog. Eternia would have blown my 5-year-old mind. Flag, please. You are correct, Gaz. Eternia for sure. You are correct, too. There's no wrong answer. As a kid, I'd say Eternia all day, but now as an adult, I'd probably say the Flag. Definitely more play value with Eternia. The Flag just sits there, and it's a play, like a location. It's an environment. Eternia had that track where you can actually have things go around it. I was 7 in 86, memory lane for sure. Used to have that Chuck Norris car. I want that Chuck Norris car right now. I've been peeking on eBay here and there, but Chuck Norris's Karate Commandos is such a obscure line that's not something I want to drop a lot of money on. It's just kind of like if I could find it for real cheap, I would add it to the collection. Flag. Can't believe Eternia is getting remade. Yeah, Origins Eternia. We would put expensive items on layaway at Walmart and then work to pay them off like the Flag. You can do that today with Hasbro HasLab stuff. Some costumes here. I see She-Ra costume and generic Kung Fu costumes and ninjas. I don't think Ninja Fever had really taken off yet. In 86, there's Muscle with a ring. Oh, Sunman, really? Interesting. There's a Sunman figure. I have never seen Sunman stuff around here. Never saw it when I was a kid. So I didn't really get the whole crossover He-Man Sunman thing. But how about that? That's pretty wild. Oh, are those rocks there in the top right corner? Someone was asking for rocks. Rock Lords, there they are. Some Rock Lords and LJN Wrestling. Those are fantastic. You got Captain Lou, Mr. Fuji, Hogan and Bundy, Mean Gene, Jesse, one of my favorites, the JYD, Macho and Liz, Tito Santana, Corporal Kirshner. What's number 15? Just a generic wrestling ring. It says this is a wrestling ring. There's no, like, it's not AWA or NWA. It's just a wrestling ring. That's a pretty obscure wrestling, vintage wrestling item right there. Legions of Power. That's another one I'm not familiar with. And Lego. Oh, let me go back while I read these comments. Muscle Men. No problem, man. Glad you're enjoying it. Had a Chuck Norris lightsaber. Is that a Chuck Norris lightsaber? That's a Chuck Norris light-up sword? Why does Chuck Norris have a lightsaber? Sunman. Yeah, that's surprising. I think I remember this catalog. I was 9 in 86. Got that one before. So many toys and games you forgot about until these old catalogs surfaced, man. We grew up in the best time. That might be a fact and not just an opinion. I don't know. I mean, when I was growing up, I said, I have a feeling that old music before I was born is better than what I'm growing up on. And I certainly love 80s music, but 70s rock is incredible. And then Johnny Cash and Elvis, unbelievable. Old blues. So it's kind of the same thing, you know. I feel like I might be a bit biased saying toys and stuff in the 80s was the best, but I think even if I hadn't grown up in the 80s, I'd be saying that just based on how I feel about music, and I'm not biased to 80s music. There's a Chuck Norris Corvette on eBay right now. Not sure if it's complete. I'm picky about what I'm looking for in a Chuck Norris Corvette. There's a certain level of lack of scratches and that type of stuff. I look every couple of weeks for it, but it's not something I'm really dying to get. It's just kind of, if it's there, it's there. I remember those Entertech guns being recalled for being too realistic. Yeah, that was a big controversy. Legions of Power, Lego. Lego's been around forever and will be around forever. It's interesting seeing these old Lego sets, though. There's a gigantic Lego section at Toys R Us now. Met Jimmy Hart at Hogan's Beach Shop in Clearwater, Florida last month. What an awesome experience. Hey, that's cool that he hangs out there. Hi there. Who do you allow to visit your 80s toy museum? All of your guests. Well, I don't know too many people in the area. I'm not exactly, in a gigantic city like Toronto where people can come all over and look. Just friends and family. Lego before licensing of big IPs became a thing. Yeah, it's just Lego instead of TV and movie crossovers. Capsella? Don't know what that is. Tommy's been around forever, before they merged with Takara. Building blocks, Duplo. I think that's about it for what they call boys' toys. Bikes, Big Wheels. And Bigfoot. Right on. This Power Wheels type of stuff. Roller skates or tents, and I think we've come to the end of this, and I think my husky has come to the end of his patience. Just a couple more things that show off here. Vintage crossbow, knives, and since there's a lot of Joe fans watching, guns. We just took a look at one very similar to this. It's a shotgun, very similar to the Green Beret of G.I. Joe. These are pellet guns, I would imagine, though. and some more pool tables and stuff like that. Workout stuff. All right. That's about it. Wild. Let's see. Let's go back in here. 500, and that'd be a good place to end on. Did you really ride your big wheel if the front tire didn't have a flat spot? My older brother won a Lego castle from a cornflakes box competition. My mother knew I'd die from jealousness, so she bought me my first MOTU, He-Man himself. Oh, there's a vote for Capsula. See a couple of in seal box Chuck Norris Corvettes, $200. Yeah, that's once again, that's, I'm sure, a great price for a lot of people out there, but I got my own rating system. So yeah, that's for a Chuck Norris car. I wouldn't be paying the same as I would for like a vintage Kenner kit. They're just different value to me. And I'll go through a couple more comments here and then wrap it up. And walk this very patient husky. Since you're from Canada, Michael, next, Hudson Bay and the Zellers catalog. Yeah, definitely need to hunt those down. LJN Wrestling Ring, it was. The Sling'em Fling'em Ring. Pupper is getting restless. And anyone remember service merchandise? I can't say it rings a bell. What cartoons are you watching now? None at the moment. I'm doing a live stream. But, Transformers. I'm making the history of Transformers 1987, so I'm going through Rebirth and the Japanese Headmaster series, gathering clips for that. Chuck Norris Karate Commandos were pretty cool figures, but they were very fragile. That's too bad, especially for figures that are supposed to be karate fighting. Hey, Gaz, thanks for joining. And thanks everyone else for joining. This has been a lot of fun. Very cool. I'm going to be flipping through this again just in my own time. It's really cool to be able to go through this and not just look at old pictures of toys, but some of this photography is amazing. The rocks they used here for Centurions. I don't know if that was something Sears did themselves or if the toy company sent it to them. But yeah, look at this setup for Inhumanoids. It looks like it might just be some kind of a sheet they've put down and maybe spray painted it, but it's really beautiful photography. Nice dioramas on this stuff. Really went all out with that. Amazing looking He-Man collection there. Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate that. Oh, my pleasure, Jerry. Thanks for joining us. No, didn't know that was a thing. But I will look into that. Absolutely. Thank you for joining. And thank you. Similar to consumers. Oh, cool. Yeah, consumers. That was the big one here. Just looked at that one last live stream. Service merchandise. I'll have to look for that. Thanks for the suggestion. And service merchandise about my NES for $100. Cool. All right. That's it for today. Thanks a lot for hanging out, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everyone. m.a.s.k.